So I hope you enjoy all three camera angles as we get the ball on the way. And there's a nice interesting start because DeMonte Flanagan actually beat CJ Geddes to the tip, and it's Jackson Cartwright setting the play up.
This point guard impressed me when he was here in the thing, and I think he's having pretty good numbers over the season.
Flanagan over Kai Williams for two, left-handed hook shot.
Excellent ball movement opening by the Eagles. Let's hope that's a sign of things to come. The thing as well is 7 foot against 6'8". It's always going to be difficult. 7 foot's going to change a lot of people's shots tonight.
Geddes inside for two.
When we think of Ben Thomas's strategy here in the early part of the game, there's one stat that points to that, is the Eagles as a team are shooting 39. Eagles anyway, it's going to have to be inside the paint.
Fletcher made it 6-2 to the Eagles.
4 Eagles 6, huh?
Yeah. Fletcher
I think
driving
the strategy is pretty obvious.
Schlitzer for three. In it goes. Green for a long two. Doesn't go. Schlitzer with the rebound. Fletcher to Williams. Williams flicks it on to Matthew. Matthew for three. It's Mockford. He drives into the Eagles defence. Gives it Louis Sears. He's going to try and go inside. Nice play by Sears. Got into the middle of the floor and floated it in for two. Half the deficit. 12-6 Eagles. A little bit careless there from Nick Schlitzer, and Louis Sears has got to come away with it and goes coast to coast for another 2 points. Defence by Fletcher though, blocks his path. He has Geddes in his way now, and Fletcher coming round on the way. Did well. Jackson Cartwright though, managed to get through the two of them and laid it in for two. Matthew now. Hussein. Hands off to Lasker. Lasker back to Hussein. Hussein thought about the three but drives inside for two instead. Nice little floater. Puts Eagles back in front by 2, 14-12. 4:09 to go in the quarter. Oh, Jackson Cartwright turns on the burners. Drives past the Eagles defence and reverse layup for 2 to pass the Eagles defence and reverse layup for 2 to level the score up again. But at the other end, Flanagan and DeFort went to take Ocho Rubio. Suggests that the Eagles had got it wrong. Lufajeju for 3, knocks that one down.
It's been impressing me in this team.
Fletcher does well at the other end, but he can't get his shot to go out in off the glass. Jackson Cartwright. Lufajeju for 3 again. He's made, seems to be his trademark moves. Fletcher's, there's another steal of hands from Jackson Cartwright from behind, flicked the ball away. Cheshire come away with it. Jackson Cartwright for 3, in it goes. Fletcher into DeFore backs it up to rebound down, turn around jump shot in off the glass. Whether he called back or not I don't know, but in it goes for 2 points, and Eagles back to within 4. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Cheshire must be really pleased with this first quarter, Dave, I would say. Yes, Lufadeju driving at the basket, can't get the ball. I thought he couldn't get it through to Flanagan, he did in the end. Shot clock down to 3, 2. Flanagan's shot is off, and I think
was that tipped in by Drew Lasker?
I think that was tipped in by Drew Lasker.
Encouraging for the Eagles that Darius is showing no sign at all of issues with his hamstring. But he certainly didn't looking good from long range on his shot.
Lufadeju has just made another 3. There's 28 points. So after the Eagles went 12-4 in front, we've now had a 24-7 run for the Phoenix.
It's 3 things. One is the strategy from Cheshire early on was quickly changed because Geddes stayed on the floor, and that as soon as they took Geddes off, the whole strategy changed. But they're used to playing without him. Yes, Morsel will be a little bit of a miss, but god damn it, Cheshire are down 2 guys who are capable of hitting 30 points between them.
Absolutely, and they've so far responded the better. Hussein finds Fletcher. Fletcher driving to the basket, he's going to look for DeFore, no, he's going to go himself.
Oh, down there that fooled the Cheshire defence.
It's Flanagan, who's made a good start to the game. He goes up against Hussein, Hussein good defence, but Flanagan gets it in above him.
We've had from the Eagles in the first quarter.
Osher Robia missed both those free throws. Kai Williams is 23. We're talking about strategies, Dave, and I noticed every time Ben Mockford gets the ball in his hands, the Eagles are flying out to him.
You've taken the words right out of my mouth.
Jackson Cartwright was looking for Mockford, but Mockford was saying send the ball the other way. And that's well done from Flanagan there, excellent. Well found by Ocherubia as well, lays it in for two. Deep in conversation with Ian McLeod. Neither of them look particularly happy at the moment. Jackson Cartwright, without even really looking dominant, you know, they've got a 13-point lead, Cheshire. Defoe, turnaround jump 7, but Cheshire 38. Certainly been with a lot of character and spirit. Lufidejo, lovely pass inside, unfortunately Ocherubio. Now there's very, very poor defence from the Eagles that time. They really, Parker Jackson Cartwright has 10 points, DeMonte Flanagan has 13, nobody yet in double figures for the Eagles.
Well, without the stat cast, we can
Eddie Matthews has just thrown the ball away simply, and there's a reverse over his head dunk from DeMonte Flanagan.
Great pass.
Give and go from Hugh Fletcher and Geddes. It's normally Cheshire. Geddes and Fletcher trying to work something here. Once again, Fletcher almost has it stolen by Jackson Cartwright. Geddes manages under to get. Yes, Mockford, and he's now off and running. Ben Mock. CJ Geddes outside the arc, inside to Fletcher. Fletcher drives to the basket, lays it in for two for the Phoenix. Jackson Cartwright, he'll go all the way, lays it in for two. At the moment, the Eagles just not stopping Cheshire at all. Matthew will try a three from the corner, and it goes again. Sayers comes off the screen, drives to the basket against Geddes, can't make it. Ocherubia got the rebound though, and does make it. And right now, at the moment, the Eagles struggling at both ends of the floor. Fletcher finds Hussein. Lasker turns the corner, comes back out. Hussein finds Geddes at the free throw line. Lufidejo down low, comes back out, tries to set it up. Ocherubia sets the screen. Lufidejo out to Flanagan. Flanagan for three, knocks down his second three. Nice pass from Geddes to Fletcher again, but Fletcher can't make the reel. And Cheshire have got 4 against 1. This is just what we've been talking about. No Eagles transition deep. Well, they can get another score here before they go in. Fletcher with a long three, hits the front of the rim, doesn't make it. And that's a very, very, very poor half from the Eagles, and a very, very good half of Cheshire Phoenix, who deservedly lead 57-38. Fletcher brings it forward. Almost another turnover from Ramon Fletcher, but instead he finds CJ Geddes inside, and the reverse look. He was a little bit lucky there, but got there in the end. CJ Geddes takes the rebound, so the Eagles have got another stop. Fletcher gives it into Defoe. Defoe lays it in for two, and it's a 6-0 run.
Down to single digits.
Jackson Cartwright, and that's Fletcher who almost picks his pocket, but he manages to come back. Flanagan's going to drive in again. Louis Sayers comes across into the middle. There's ball at the end line. Fletcher puts it in for Geddes. Geddes just easy as you like, lays it in. Cheshire from the sideline after the Fletcher's foul. Jackson Cartwright driven against both Defoe. Eddie Matthew into Darius Defoe. He aggressively goes to the back. Mockford, Lufidejo thought about the three, did the fake, comes inside rather too easily. Or took the offensive rebound. Back out to Eddie Matthew. Eddie Matthew thought about the shot. He drives in against Parker Jackson Cartwright. Reverse layup is in. Good for two.
Pretty impressive move that from Eddie Matthews.
Lead ducked out. Dribble that ball, looking for somebody to kick. He's trying to get it to Fletcher. He can't make it. So Geddes decides he's have to shoot the three, doesn't make it. Ramon Fletcher managed to get a hand in for the rebound, and Eddie Matthew tidies up. Eagles recycle with Schlitzer into Geddes.
CJ on a spin. CJ!
Eagles have to turn it up on defence again. This time Ocho Rubiro's wide open in there, but Darius Defoe gets in to steal it. Loose ball's picked up by Lufadeju. Jackson Cartwright finds Ocho Rubiro inside, but he can't make the rebound. But DeMonte Flanagan comes over the top and slams it home. Great bit of pain and gets himself up and running in the third quarter with 1:33 to go. Fletcher responds at the other end for the Eagles, all the way to the basket. 11-point gap. Flanagan, Mockford for three. Mockford gets 3 to go. So the Eagles have only taken 4 points out of the Cheshire lead. Eddie Mockford 2 doesn't go. Darius Defoe with an offensive rebound and put back. Yes, Mockford, he really is. Mockford getting going now. In Cheshire will get the final shot of the quarter and could go currently up 16. Could make it a parity for the quarter, which is exactly what we talked about. Jackson Cartwright blows by everybody, flicks it back out. Lufadeju could have shot the 3, decides to shoot the 2 instead, and it doesn't quite go. So the Eagles win the quarter but only by 2. Still a long way back for them. 16 points down at 72-56. Fletcher comes to the subs bench. Mockford wide open again for 2. Mockford with the end line ball to Flanagan. Flanagan clearly having his best game in a Cheshire jersey. Mockford comes back off Gettys. Lasker couldn't find Matthew. It was too easy and no defensive transition once again by the Eagles. Lufadeju find Jackson Cartwright. He puts up a 3. It doesn't go, but wow, what a rebound from Ocho Rubiro and a lay-in as well. Fletcher to Williams to Matthew. Matthew to Gettys. He finds Fletcher, but it's just so static, the Eagles at the moment. Gettys this time does get in, lays it in for 2.
Well, you know, there's 2 sides to this game. It's tough for them to score.
Well, that time they did. Come on, Fletcher driving in, makes the 2 point. 3:41 to go. Flanagan takes Sayers past. All goes straight back to Jackson Cartwright. He gives it to Flanagan. Flanagan moves to the free throw line, knocks down 2 points easily. Matthew this time is going all the way to the basket, reverse layup in for 2. The rebound, gives it to Yabantu charging forward. Kai Williams into CJ Gettys and a nice little dunk. All it's really doing is just keeping CJ. Jackson Cartwright for 3. It's off. Kai Williams picks it up. Yabantu. A long pass to Eddie Matthew. Great pass from Yabantu. And a great lay.
WBBL Eagles. And then come on right back.
Monty Flanagan. He's keeping it in, but 40 seconds left to go. Eddie Matthews it is that's going to bring it forward. He's going to lay it in for 2. Eddie Matthews having a game high. Put it at the other end, and that'll be all she wrote. Or will they go for the points? Because remember, points difference can count. The range he tries to shoot the 3 doesn't go, but it's all she wrote, and it's final score of Newcastle Eagles 70, Cheshire Phoenix 88, and I think we can safely say that is a very, very deserved result on both sides of the fence.
Yeah, I mean, we go back to the last home game of last year where, on reflection, that really was a very, very, very poor home performance against the Sheffield Sharks. We've seen the same again tonight. There was some hope in between that with the away wins, not the away performance, but the away wins at Glasgow and Sheffield. But you know, there's some, I don't know what it is, some deep-rooted issue here, Jeff, that is simply these Eagles players are not living up to their billing. They're not at all taking on the concept that this Eagles franchise had for years, that the basis of your performance is hard-nosed defence. That simple isn't happening, whether it's more than that, because offensively they're not producing either. But there'll be a lot of hard thinking going to have to go on in this camp before the next game is played.
That next game at home here will be next Friday night against Sheffield Sharks in the quarter final of the BBL Trophy.